basically here in California, we believe that everyone is created equal. And we know that immigrants are a vital and inseparable part of our community. So 1 in every 4 California is an immigrant. And almost half of California children have at least one immigrant parent. Over 1 million California children have at least one undocumented parent. People from all over the globe call California home, enrich our social and cultural fabric. Fairness, freedom, and opportunity should be at the core of immigrant policy or immigration policy. All of us, including immigrants, have a stake in building a better future. So we all deserve to be safe in our community, to have a good school, livable wages, and affordable housing.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Bruce Galley. I'm from Northern California, Pit River Indian, Ochimawi, and Filipino. I'm also United Farm Workers. I worked in the field. My other brother that went to the spirit world, he walked with Cesar Chavez. We want to, at this time, acknowledge the Creator, God, that give us life, to breathe today, like that, and for future generations. And we also acknowledge for the Creator, like that, the life of these trees, like that, the grass, the water is life. And also for all living human beings, like we're talking about the four-legged, the ants, the bees, the birds, the wing animals, and even the stone people. We say today, everybody that's here, that when we leave after this walk, that everybody travels safely at home, like that. And we want to acknowledge that the young people, for our young people, us elders, we need to bring all our young people together, because they're our representatives, they're our future. And we also want to acknowledge that all of us that are here today that we're acknowledging that even the people that are in the fields today working to put that vegetables on our table, the mothers and the fathers that have to stay home like that are maybe on disability or maybe have hardship with their vehicles, couldn't get enough gas and that stuff like that, we're walking for them today also.
Donald Trump has promised mass deportation and detention. So with this promise, this will tear immigrant parents from citizen children, bring chaos to our neighbors, dispossess community members who have long called California home, and jeopardize public safety and trust. So people are struggling right now, and Trump is exploiting fears over economic insecurity by scapegoating our immigrant neighbors. But greedy corporations, not people seeking refuge and safety in the U.S., are responsible for raising the cost of living for everyone in our community. Some of the first Californian Trump may target includes people, including permanent residents who have served their time for conviction many decades ago and are a vital part of our communities. These community members are beloved parents, mentors, caretakers, neighbors, and community leaders. So under current practices in our state, people who serve their time and earn release from prison or jail can still be double punished by being transferred to ICE.
Under attack by Donald Trump's planned policies, I wouldn't have believed you. But what has shocked me most, though, is that even today, I'm still fighting for the same things I fought for when my dad was detained by ICE. 7 years later, families are still being torn apart, just as mine was. Children are still separated from their parents, and the policies that should protect us are fueled by hatred and racism. But those are not the values that we stand for. We fight for dignity and justice. We believe in the power of community and the strength of our voices. That's why we as a community must listen to and care for the youth and families affected by unjust immigration practices like ICE transfers and deportations. As someone who has experienced family separation, I know that when someone is detained or deported, they're not the only ones who suffer. When I was 12, my father was detained and my mother could no longer care for me. I went to live with my aunt, who raised me as her own. I'm grateful for her, but I can't help think of the children who don't have this option. Those placed in foster care, broken homes, or those who lose both parents and never see them again. I think of the parents too, those who live in fear of losing their children, those who die before they can reunite. I think of those forced to leave the country and the communities they've helped build or are ready to contribute to. California, the home of the most immigrants in our nation, must do more to protect our immigrant communities. While government policies may be regressing, our voices are progressing. That's why we are here today calling on Governor Newsom and the California legislature to use every tool available to protect us. Use our resources to invest in our communities, not in ICE transfers and deportations. Not 1 cent for mass deportation. Ensure that California does not sell or lease any land or facilities that can be used for mass detention. Dignity, not detention.
Jenny Chapman, and we're here with Indivisible Sacramento to fight for human rights and immigration.
I noticed your banner. I think it's like the longest banner here. Can you describe the banner, how it came about?
Well, we've been doing banners for several years, and what we do is we get together and we cut out all the letters and we glue them down to felt, and we buy out all the felt that we can find in the area. So.
And for those that aren't aware of the danger of Project 25, can you please explain, what does that entail and the reason why you have this banner to make sure that it's a definite no on that.
It's 900 pages of hate. It's basically undoing everything that we've come to know and expect and rely on as citizens. And we're here to fight taking it all away, from immigrants to Social Security to our education. If you haven't read 900 pages of it, you might want to get just a synopsis of it.
Con talento y con fuerza, el corazón y hasta el violín tiran piedras. Que vive el inmigrante, uno en su trabajo, chambeando con amor en las ciudades y campos. Se mira con desprecio, no agacha la cabeza, valiente sigue el paso con orgullo y con grandeza. Que vive el inmigrante, le duela a quien le duela.